So 4Eyes has been making power meters with the Precision, which is a left crank. The Precision Pro is left-right, and now we have the new latest and greatest, the Precision Podiiium. We're here at Interbike, and Suzanne's going to walk us through what separates this from previous 4Eye meters and other power meters on the market. So what's the story here?
We're really excited to be announcing our Podiiium Precision Power Meter today at Interbike, which is a rechargeable USB power meter with a lot sleeker design at 7.5 millimeters thick. So really cool aspect about this is that we're increasing our compatibility on a multitude of cranks. For example, Ultegra, the new 8000, the 6800, where the space is very tight between the crank and the chainring, we're now able to slide the Podiiium down the center there and have dual-sided power on more cranks. So water ingress is a huge focus for us. We want to make sure that everyone is staying absolutely waterproof with their Precision Podiiium power meter, and that's no different. So it's entirely waterproof. There's a little cap that goes over the micro USB charging hole. The way that we test that is we're also the power meter providers to America's Cup, Oracle, Team USA, and SoftBank, Team Japan. So using the same precision technology in the ocean. So if we can throw it into the ocean, it can definitely withstand some dirt and grime in the winter months. So riders have, with our Ride Ready program, again, where you're already buying a pre-instrumented crank, we have any of the Shimano family, so 105, Ultegra, Dura-Ace. For a factory install where you're going to provide us with the crank, we have upwards of 15 different compatible cranks. And the general rule of thumb for that is anything that's aluminum for now and a flat back.
With the factory install, I take my crank off, send it to you. How long am I waiting before a crank with power meter comes back to me?
Yeah, on paper we like to say 8 to 10 days to play it safe. We have a really strong channel of communication with our support team, so they'll work one-on-one with you to line it up so that when we're ready to install the crank, that's when you send it. That way you're not without your crank for too long. So we'll let you know when we're ready to install it, send it in. A week or so, we'll send it back to you and you can be on the road.
Tell us about the benefit of a left-right system. Why would someone want to go with something that has two distinct measurements over just a single measuring system?
The dual-side power meter really paints that full picture of your pedaling stroke. So looking at your right and left balance, as well, we have a lot of features integrated into our Precision Pro, torque effectiveness, pedal smoothness, which really help educate that rider into creating efficiencies in their pedal stroke.
There are a number of crank-based power meters on the market. What makes 4Eyes different?
4Eyes has a huge amount of innovation. We are an engineering company to the core. We have a huge history in innovation, which is being the founders of the Nike FootPod, the innovators of AMP Plus, which we later sold to Garmin, and carrying that standardization through. We've been able to create arguably one of the most accurate power meters on the market at 99% accuracy, 1% error. Looking at power in 3 dimension, for example, taking into effect not just bend in and out, but axial strain, front and back, torque. Really taking into account if an athlete pedals more on the outside of their pedal or the inside, that really affects the strain on the crank arm. That's all part of our 3-dimensional picture.
There's a lot of calculations going on this tiny little pod.
A lot of math and science. Some really smart engineers at 4Eyes.
How about some simpler math, which is the price? Where does this price start for these Podiiium Precision?
So for a Ride Ready, so crank included, we're at $9.99 for a dual-sided Podiiium. And then a factory install, single-sided, will be $3.99. There's also the availability for an upgrade. So if you're already a 4Eyes Precision owner, you can upgrade from a single-side to a dual-sided with Podiiium for $349.
Great stuff. Thanks very much.
Thanks.